What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day amidst all this coronavirus and gloom and doom in this world. Today I'm loading up in Madison, Illinois at Maverick Transportation. I want to go over a few things with you. I've been busy lately, and decided just to, hey, I need to stop, let these folks know some things. So here we go. I've got these nice Maverick trucks. This is my equipment, my pickup. One thing I want to mention is if you can fold your mirrors in, fold them in. Going down the road, towing this backwards, of course this is going to be towed backwards. It's I think it's very it's dangerous to leave the mirrors out, because you could tap another truck next to you and do some damage. Another thing I want to go over was your light cord. See my light cord? What I do is it goes to my light bar. I always go under the truck. A lot of people like to go over the mirror and down, but I like to go through the truck, down this way, down the side skirt, and back out, and use a bungee cord to tie it up. Reason being is because I have been charged before for paint years ago, and it's not fun to have to pay for a paint job. Another thing I've been asked about is training. A lot of these guys out here, I've gotten calls saying, hey, how do you do this, or with this certain trailer, and how do you do that with this certain trailer? And my first answer is, my first question is, did anybody train you? Say, very little. I'm just gonna be honest. If you get a trailer, don't know what you're doing, you need to go with somebody that's experienced, that knows what they're doing, because this is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. It's a different animal than what a lot of people are used to. It's a lot different than coming from singles. Different ways you hook up. I've heard people ask me, say, well, or tell me, say, well, that's not that hard. It looks easy. In some ways it is, but it's not black and white, guys. It's not all black and white. You just don't hook up to the fifth wheel, chain it up, and go. There's a lot of other things that go into it. There's a lot of other things you've got to watch. Trucks are different hooking up, different heights, different lengths, all that stuff. And people, either they're not listening or they're not getting trained properly. But I just want to go out and say, if you don't know what you're doing, reach out to somebody. Reach out and get the most information possible in this industry. I've helped guys that have come in and said, hey, I didn't know that. Been out here 3 or 4 months. Learn something different. Am I the best boomer in the world? By no means. I learn every day. Been doing it 12 years, learned it every day. But I've had people along the way that were willing to teach me and give me the most information possible. I would just like everybody, if anybody can take anything away from this channel, just be mindful of your surroundings when hooking up. I have had accidents. I'm not perfect. a lot of situations, of course, men are stubborn. They don't want to ask for help. But this is very dangerous. You've got a lot of components. You've got a lot of different trailers, different types of equipment out here, whether it be singles, booming, decking. You've got a lot of different ways to hook up. A lot of different people do things different ways. It's a I've seen people get hurt out here doing this. I've been hurt doing this. I've seen people break bones, be put out of commission for a long time just by being in a hurry and not paying attention. If anything, take your time, slow down. Your health and well-being is more important in these trucks. You will get the hang of it, and it will flow a lot faster the more you load up. I just wanted to put out there. Oh, and another thing before I forget. Always, I've got a broke board right there. Always tie up wind extenders. I tie them up on everything. I've busted wind extenders that did not expect it, and I've been told, well, you don't have to do that. Yes, better be safe than sorry. Don't want to have to pay for that. And just remember, all this, these damages come out of your pocket, comes out of your escrow, comes out of your pocket. That's your money. You do not want to, because and they will go into the negative. So other thing is, people ask me, it says, why do you use bungee cords? Why don't you use tie straps? I don't use tie straps because those things are high. These are reusable. You can keep them for a long time, of course. The only thing I use tie straps for is to tie down my license plate on the front of that truck. Right there. Put my placards on the side of the truck. Things I carry in my pickup, of course, my fuel tank, booster cables. Always want booster cables just in case. That's what I charge my batteries up with going down the road. Always look. My one thing is on a boom load, I always like to look at, come right here to the lug nuts. I do this. I twist them by hand. I have picked up and these lug nuts have come off. You learn real fast. Check your lug nuts. Another thing was, another thing you get is how do you tie down your steering wheel? This is how I tie down my steering wheel. Very simple, very easy, never had no problems. I have run into situations where there was no seat belt on some repos, but very easy to fix. Had straps with me and just strapped it down to the seat. I just want to put this video out here today, and if, like I said, get help. Get you a partner to run with at least a month of hard training, of good solid asking questions. It takes that. Get in touch with a dispatcher. Get in touch with me. I'll help you the best I can. do what I can do. Subscribe, comment below. There's people out there willing to help. There's people out there willing to take the time out to make sure that you're safe. Just all you gotta do is pick up a phone, send an email, send a text. It don't take much to be safe. There's, like I said, just go out there and do it. I mean, this is a good money maker. This is your living. This is your license, your CDL. This is how we put food on the table. Guys, I just wanted to say I appreciate it. I'm putting these videos together for you. I've just run into a lot of people that said that they didn't know what to do, and it's a bummer, and it's when you don't have no idea what you're doing. When you go out there and you just do it. Like somebody just says, hey, this is how you hook up. But you can show somebody on paper very easy. But I found out the best way to learning is you've got to do it yourself. You got to have somebody with you. You got to there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve. You just didn't go in driving a car and jump in and say, I'm going. No, somebody taught you. You didn't just make it through school by somebody saying, well, do that work. No, somebody taught you. This is no different. Please, any questions, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll get back with you later.